Yeah, so now
Okay, this is the sugarcane that is harvested. It comes with the truck. Now the truck can't go up there, the tractor, especially when it is a tractor. It can't go up to the other side. The truck brings it here. Inside there is a bit soft. So the tractor cannot move up to next to the crushing bay. So it has to be stopped here. They offload it here. And then we use the manpower now to take it there. Yeah, so it takes next to the crushing bay.
but that small
The small cart,
can
the small cart can move up to there because the cows, you know, them they're like the winch. They never get stuck. Yeah, they step and they move, they step and they move. So they walk up to next to it. But the tractor itself will come up to here. But when it moves inside, it's a bit soft, so it can get stuck. So we don't allow it to move up to there. Yeah. So these are the canes that have come from there, from the farm. So we take them for crushing.
So what is the quantity that you get?
We crush every day.
Every day.
Okay, it depends. If we can, according to the crushing machine that we have, we can crush around 200 pails, 20 liters pails, 20 liters of 200. That's around 4,000. 4,000 liters.
Because you produce 9.
Yeah, it is
900
4,000. 900 kgs. 4,000 liters. Yeah. So we count. We will go up there. You will see the pail they're using as 20 liters. So they crush that one per day. 4,000 liters of sap from the sugarcane per day. Yeah. So when you boil that, you get that kind of quantity. So towards the upper side, you can see where the cat is being removed. That is where the cane has to be taken next to the crusher. So when they take it there, it is next to the crusher now. So we get it easy time in putting it next to the crusher and it's being crushed. So we have to involve the manpower from here up to there. And then there's another manpower again pushing it next to the crusher now. Then there's someone who is now putting it in the crusher for the crushing to take place. Yeah, I'll show you all that there. Yeah, we can. Yeah, now that cane has all come all the way from that point. It has reached here and it's being taken out to the crushing machine. Now the crushing machine is just beneath that. It's only that the remnants that are there, we don't have a good disposal ground. So the waste that we cannot grind makes some big huge amount here. This place used to be flat, but the problem is that when they use the waste from inside there, they just dip them here. When they dip it here, it becomes like a mountain.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All this is just, it needs to be, ground needs to be like that. It needs to be like that. It needs to be like that. But now because that place is a bit flat, that is the ground in which all this needs to be. This used to be a roof. But now because the waste has gone up, if you don't take some precaution,
The level is just like inside there.
the level is like inside there, and that inside needs to go a little bit again, because there's these ones that are being taken from here, these ones are taken there, and we use them for grinding, for boiling. So this is just that a heap of waste that has come here.
Okay.
Yes.
This waste you cannot use for anything.
We can use it for fertilizers, especially if you have a farming and you have the way you can take them out here.
Yeah.
We can use them for fertilizers, and they're very good.
Yeah.
They're very, very good.
To buy them.
No, because of lack of technology and lack of transport and things like that, and lack of capital, so they don't come for them. Yeah.
Okay, it's the best one.
Yeah, it is the best. It's the.
Because the nutrients that the sugar cane wants.
It is there. It's there.
Other crops.
Yeah, it's there.
It's inside it.
It is inside this.
Yeah.
In fact, it's better than the ones that are being bought. Yeah. So this is the best. Now you can look at there. The cows, the cart is being taken with the cows, and now they're going back to the shamba again, to the garden, to bring more of the cane. Yeah. So when they come, you see them lighting it here.
So they come
Several trips. They can go around 5 or 6 trips. Depend. We just look at when the cow is now tired, and the human will get the fuel of eating, and the cows, we also need to get them go and take their grass. So this,
cows instead of donkeys.
the donkeys cannot manage it well because of the ground level. The donkeys can walk in a dry place, But now because of the ground sometimes is a bit sinky, when you put the cow, the donkeys, is as if they will not find it easier to walk. That's why we use the cows. Yes. So this byproduct here that you can see is making some big hill here, is very, very good for fertilizer. And we are planning that we have a very big farm around 28 acres. We have not planted sugarcane, and we are planning that we'll get the tractor. Yeah, we'll use it ourselves. We'll be digging it, putting it and taking it to the shamba, to the garden, to bring the crop up very healthy.
The farming in these areas are very intense.
It's very intense.
It takes a lot of, it destroys the soil with time.
Yeah, it exhausts.
The soil
become exhausted. So it needs more nutrients. So instead of that, they use fertilizer like DAP, urea, those others. This is more natural, yeah, and it maintains the soil for a longer time, yeah. So the heap of it from here, you can see from here, all of this need to be dug from the ground until it makes that flat that we compared sometime back here. So this is just smoke that is coming from the boiler. You can see, I hope it's not interfering with your eyes, but that we're used with it. So the smoke comes there, and the other one is moisture. Now we are going to see it there. It's the moisture that is the water that's now evaporating from the sap. So we can move here, and then I show you how the crushing process is moving on. But it's being put inside, and this crushing of this juice is extracted out in that sufuria, and then it's being transported in the pail. The pail takes it to the boiler there. So the crushing moves on like that for several times.
See, one.
Yes, 2, 3. We don't give the crusher a bigger load that it cannot crush. We give it a smaller load that it can crush. Because if you give it too much, it means the engine will not be able to pull it.
It will be exhausted.
It will be exhausted. And if you give the crusher a bigger engine, which will not be exhausted, then it means the crusher will be spoiled. So the crusher does not need that kind of force.
So it needs a balance.
The balance has to be there, of course. In a nutshell, the balance has to be there. So the rolling, we need to grease it so that the rollers goes well. So the grease is the food that we use here, and the oil. Yeah. So you can see this pail here. The pail is 20 liters. So that pail is what they use. I can touch it and let me see it. So this is 20 liters. This is 20 liters. So this 20 liters, this is what we use for measuring the sap. So we carry this around 200 every day. 200 every day of them. 200 every day of them. And you can come here and see the engine. The engine is here, that's just the smoke. They can see the engine down there. That's the boiler. That's one boiler. Underneath there is what we call the cast iron. So the cast iron, sometimes called the fire bars. The fire bars, when they become red hot, it helps in heating the juice because the material that we use are very light. There's another boiler. This is another boiler. So I was saying we can have the 3 of them. We were planning to make another one down there, the other side of the row, so that we transport the engine and the crusher in the other upper side, so that the juice comes.
And
pole, of course. So it's only that the finances and all those other kind of things. So when you have that, then it means we'll be crushing more sugarcane. We can produce more bags. So that's what the plan we have of expanding. Initially, we are still planning on how we can get the tractor. Yeah, so once we get the tractor, then this will come in step as time goes by. Because even Rome was not built in one day. We started it at a small scale. There's not this roof, but it expands with time. We didn't even have this go down that we now stock the crush, the byproducts. You can see, and walk there and I show you how we save them. So I don't know whether we can see the liquid itself. We can go not against we cannot go against the smoke. When the wind goes this way, we can.